Accidents, incidents, and near misses. Accident reporting is an important part of a good safety and quality management system. This section covers the reporting of dangerous incidents. Dangerous events include accidents, incidents, and near misses. The reason for reporting these incidents is to use each one as a learning opportunity, to identify the root cause and take steps to help prevent reoccurrence, making the fleet a safer place to work. The scope of this reporting covers the notification, investigation, and reporting of incidents including high potential near misses, resulting, or potentially resulting. Injury. Death. Environmental destruction. Property damage. Reputation damage. In general, some of definitions set out in the International Safety Management Rules apply. The following additional definitions should be kept in mind. Hazardous occurrences are occurrences, other than accidents, which may affect the safety of ships or persons and include pollution incidents. A sequence of events and/or circumstances that could result in a loss, or an outcome with worse consequences than actually occurred. An accident is the result of a chain of events that combine to create a situation that leads to the potential loss of life, property, human injury, environmental damage, etc. Incident means any incident, other than an accident, which is associated with the operation of a ship and affects or may affect the safety of operations. A near miss is a sequence of events and/or conditions that could result in a loss. This loss is only prevented by a fortuitous break in the chain of events and/or circumstances. Potential losses may be human injury, environmental damage, or negative business impacts such as repair or replacement costs, schedule delays, breach of contract, loss of reputation. Exposure hours is a 24 hours per day while serving on board. A direct cause is the immediate cause of a dangerous event that immediately precedes the event. Direct causes, for example, include substandard acts and actions such as failure to comply with regulations, use of faulty machinery, poor housekeeping, or inadequate lighting. A root cause is a cause or reason behind a direct cause, the reason why the substandard act or condition occurred. The root cause can include reasons such as lack of knowledge or inadequate supervision, for example. Failure of management control is a further cause resulting from a lack of control either from ship or shore management and may include inadequate or conflicting procedures. Fatality is death resulting from a work-related injury regardless of the time between injury and death. Deaths are included in the lost time injury, LTI, count. A lost workday case, LWC, is an injury that results in an individual being unable to perform any of his or her duties or return to work on a scheduled work shift the day after the injury unless due to a delay in obtaining medical treatment ashore. An injury is classified as LWC if the individual is released from the ship for medical treatment. Restricted work case, RWC, is an injury that results in an individual being unable to perform all work functions normally assigned during a scheduled work shift or assigned to another job temporarily or permanently the day after the injury. The following fall into the category of work functions provided less than usual. Perform all duties or normal job functions as assigned but less than a full-time schedule. Perform limited duties on work normally assigned on a full-time schedule, and move to another task. A medical treatment case, MTC, is any work-related loss of consciousness, unless due to ill health, injury, or illness that requires more than first aid treatment by a doctor, dentist, surgeon or registered medical personnel, e.g. a nurse or paramedic under the regular orders of a doctor, or under the special orders of a doctor, or if at sea without a doctor on board may be considered to be in the doctor's territory. MTC includes injuries resulting in loss of consciousness, even if the individual resumes work after regaining consciousness, NB. This does not cover loss of consciousness due to ill health. Stitches for non-cosmetic purposes. Use of casts, splints, or other means of immobilization. Any general surgical treatment. Surgical removal of embedded objects from the eye. Use other than medicine or non-prescription medicine. The use of a series of compresses for the treatment of bruises, sprains, or strains. MTC does not include the following: first aid, LWC and RWC. Hospitalization for observation without treatment. One-time tetanus injection. Consultation visits to, or examinations by, doctors or registers. FAC include follow-up visits to the doctor or nurse for observation ONLY, or for routine dressing changes. Negative X-ray results. Clean the abrasions wounds with an antiseptic and apply a bandage. Eye irrigation and removal of foreign objects that are not embedded using cotton swabs. A single administration of oxygen after exposure to a toxic atmosphere and resuming normal, but not limited, work the following day. Soaking, using hot-cold compresses and the use of elastic bandages on sprains and strains immediately after injury. Use cold compresses only once or limited immersion on the bruise. Use of non-prescription drugs. The use of elastic bandages. Treatment of first-degree burns. Permanent partial disability is any work injury which results in the complete loss, or permanent loss of use, of any member or part of the body, or any impairment of functions of parts of the body, regardless of any pre-existing disability of the injured member or impaired body function, that partially restricts or limits an employee's basis to work on a permanent basis at sea. Such an individual could be employed ashore but not at sea in line with industry guidelines. A lost time injury is something that results time lost from work. It could be as little as 1 day or a shift off work being lost, or months of rehabilitation. It can arise from a small incident like a sprained ankle from a trip, or from a work-safe notifiable event such an amputation from a fall from height. This video will be continued for other explanations regarding accident, incident and near miss. Follow and subscribe.